guys, so today I'm going to be doing a tag, and this is the Your Life in Books tag. I have the questions typed up in front of me so that I don't forget them. So here we go. Number 1. Find books on your shelf that correspond with the initials of your name. Okay, so my initials are EAT. So for E I have In Shadowed by Kelly Cray. For A, I have Acid by Emma Pass. And then for T, I have Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Number 2, count your age along your bookshelf. Which book do you arrive at? I didn't know what to do for this one because I have 4 bookshelves, so it's like, which one do I count along? So I picked one at random. I'm currently 21, so book 21 on my shelf was Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins. Number 3, pick a book set in your city, state or country. This was tough because like 98% of the books I read are set in the US, which is not where I live. I live in England. But I did manage to find a book set not only in England, but set in my county. I live in Dorset, and I found The Penny Bangle by Margaret James, which is set in 1942, and it's about a girl who moves from Birmingham to Dorset. So, number 4. Pick a book that represents a destination you would like to travel to. I've travelled very little but would love to travel, and I chose Die For Me by Amy Plum, which is set in France, specifically Paris, which I would love to go to. Number 5. Pick a book that's your favourite colour. This is very easy. My favourite colour is green, so I picked The Unnaturalists by Tiffany Trent, which is basically an all green cover. It's so pretty. So yeah, I love this cover. 6. Which book do you have the fondest memories of reading? I picked Ella Enchanted by Gail Carson Levine. If you followed my channel for a while, this will probably have come as no surprise to you. I read this quite a few years ago now. I remembered reading it and absolutely devouring it, falling in love with it, rereading it over and over. I remember staying up late the first time I read it because the ending was so close. It was my bedtime and I literally probably had about that much left to read, and I was like, I have to finish this. I have so many fond memories of reading it because I reread it over and over and loved it every single time. I think I am due to reread it soon, because it's been quite a while. Yeah, I love this book and I have very fond memories of reading it. 7. Which book did you have the most difficulty reading? For this I chose Fracture by Megan Miranda. I don't have the physical book around me because I've put it, because I was running out of bookshelf space. I bought some storage boxes and I put it in there because I was sick of looking at it. I actually hated it. I found it very hard to read because I hated everyone in it. I hated everyone. I hated everything. And it was only a short book. It was really tiny and I hated it. 8. Which book in your TBR pile will give you the biggest sense of accomplishment when you have finished it? I would probably say Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin because it's such a beast. I'd feel very proud to have finished that. Maybe some classics in my collection that I haven't yet read, like let's think, The Great Gatsby. I haven't read that yet, even though I want to. So that kind of thing, I think would I'd feel a sense of accomplishment when I've done that. I just find that with things like classics, they take up more time to read because you have to struggle through the language barriers. to suss what's going on. They can be very slow going. And with like my life at the moment and fitting in, reviewing, blogging, you know, that kind of thing, I want not to read books quickly, but I don't want to get bogged down. So I tend to avoid huge books and classic books, but that's not to say that I don't like them when I read them. So that was the tag. It was created by Danny on Books. If you haven't done the tag, please feel free to do it. I won't tag anyone because I'm not entirely sure who's done it and who hasn't, but if you're watching and haven't, consider yourself tagged by me. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Happy reading.